Good day. Today I'm here with my navigator Sibu. What's good?
Hey guys, I'm the navigator of this session.
Cool. Let's jump into it. Chapter 17, Movies List Components. So yeah, in this chapter, implement the movies list component to consume the functionality in movie data service. Components are meant to be responsible for mainly rendering views supported by application logic for better user experience. They don't fetch data from the back end but rather delegate such tasks to services. So, yeah, let's have a look at what the movies list component is doing. So, yeah, um, the purpose of the movies list is that it's responsible for displaying a list of movies, provides search interface by title or rating, fetches data via the movie data service, which is basically what I discussed before. It fetches it by through this class that has the actual function that helps fetch that data or make that API request. uh, Basically here I believe this get all function here. Yeah. And it renders results using React Bootstrap cards. Alright, so let's have a look. So basically, we have all the imports here, a bunch of imports for React Bootstrap, like the form, button, card, column, row, container. But this one here is important as well. We import the movie data service class, which is basically the class that has all the methods that make the API request in order to retrieve and post, delete, edit specific data. In this case, to get all the movies for a movie list. So we import that from services movies. So we have our component and we have all these hooks, use state hooks. So said movies will change the state of data in the movies variable to whatever movies we find using the get all function. Then set search title changes the state of data in the search title variable. Set search rating changes the state of data in search rating from an empty string to whatever we're typing into the search bar. So whatever we choose here, the state of data changes to this. Then this changes the state of data for the ratings. So if we change the ratings right over here and we click this, then the state of data changes from all ratings and it changes to the rating that we chose over there. Then set current page changes the state of data for current page, and the same for set entries per page, as well as set current search mode as well. So basically here we have this use effect hook as well. So let's have a look at what that does. Use effect. So over here we have the user effect hook. Basically it resets to page 0 when the search mode changes. So it does that using set current page within it, and it places the current search mode variable there. And we know that the current search mode variable is changed, the state of data in there is changed by set current search mode. So it's basically just resetting to page 0. So it resets to the first page by placing 0 as an argument in the set current page function, which is here. That's what this use effect does. Then in this one here, it calls the retrieve next page function. Let's have a look. So basically it fetches data when the page changes. So as soon as the page changes to another page that has a different list of movies, that's because this use effect calls this retrieve next page function and passes this current page variable within use effect. Current page variable has the state of data which is changed by set current page. Then we have our retrieve next page function over here. So it is basically using an if else statement, which is saying if the current search mode is equal to find by title, then we call the find by title method in order to find a specific movie by searching the title in the search bar over here. So if I search one of them here, that's because we're using the find by title method. And what it does is it retrieves the next page. So it shows a new page with all those movies. Then it basically does the same for find by rating. If I choose a specific rating here and search, then it shows another page. If these are not true, then retrieve movies is called, which retrieves all the movies, the current state or the current the default state of the page. Then this use effect calls retrieve movies and retrieve ratings. So yeah, it's an initial load one time only. So when the component first loads, all movies are retrieved. So it's basically retrieving all the movies in the current page, in the default page. So all unique ratings are retrieved as well, mainly because of the retrieve movies function and the retrieve ratings function being called. Then we have retrieve movies method over here. Within here we have the set current search mode, which changes the state of data for the current search mode to an empty string. Because this is a function that retrieves all the movies, we use the get all method from movie data service in order to retrieve all those movies. So if we go back to our movies, to our services over here, we have the get all method, which makes an Axios get request to this API endpoint over here. So that will basically get all the movies in a whole list. So we use that get all method for that, and we pass current page as an argument, which will basically show the current page of all those movies that we're getting. And then there's a then promise where the state of data for movies and current page is basically changed using set movies and current page and set entries per page. Then we have retrieve ratings. Pretty much does the same thing, but specifically for the ratings. So it will get all the ratings by using this get ratings method from movie data service class, which is over here. So it will just retrieve all the ratings. Then on change search title is setting the search title to a new state of data by calling the set search title method over here. And whatever value we place in our search title, in our search bar here, then that method is basically triggered, Then on change search rating works the same but specifically for ratings. Then we have a find method over here, which helps us find, it helps with searching for a specific movie and finding a movie by its title and by the rating. So we use find method for that from movie data service, which is located over here. So that uses a get request to this API endpoint over here. So it will basically find the movie by its title, because by parameter has title over here and it's passed here, and also by the page and the rating as well. Then we have a find by title method, which uses set current search mode to change the state of data for the search mode, and uses the find method to find the movie by its title alone. Find by rating works the same but specifically for ratings. And then it has an if statement which says search rating. If search rating is equal to all ratings, then we'll retrieve all the movies. So if it's equal to all ratings, meaning that the search bar has all ratings over here, then it'll basically show all the movies. Whereas if we were to change it and search, then it doesn't show all the movies. It just shows the movies according to the ratings we've placed over there. So we're just finding the movies by the rating when we change the state of data in here. Else it will just find search rating rated, so all those ratings basically. Then I went ahead and added a clear function over here, clear method. You see, this is triggered by the button that I've added over here. I've added a button which is a clear button. This button basically, when it's clicked, right, so how it works is, if I choose one movie or by its title and I search and I clear, then it changes the state of data over here back to its default state. So, and then the page goes back to its default page. So it's basically to clear the state of data over there. And that is triggered by this onClick event listener, which calls the clear method. Then this clear method runs and it changes the state of data for the search title, search rating, search mode, current page, and then it retrieves all the movies, retrieves all the ratings, and it sets the ratings to all ratings, as you can see after I clicked the clear method, the clear button. Then this is just a form that we interact with when we're searching for movies, according to the title, according to the rating, if we want to clear the data and take it back to the default state. And yeah, so that's basically a summary of chapter 17, movies list. And yeah, cool.